Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to episode number 13 of the Washington football team franchise here on Madden NFL 22. And today the Washington football team will play host to the defending Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now before we get too much into the game, we did suffer a couple of practice injuries. So no Adam Humphries and no Jonathan Allen today. Two big blows to our team. But nonetheless, we will have to defend our home turf against the world champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Both teams come up off of a bye, so both teams ready to go here. If you're excited for this one, make sure you drop a like and subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. Washington will start off with the ball. Here comes Ryan Fitzpatrick, the former Tampa Bay Buccaneer, along with a bunch of other things. 2,500 yards, 12 touchdowns, 9 interceptions on the season. He's looked pretty solid so far, to say the least. Part of the reason why Washington is on a 2-game win streak. They start off with their own 26-yard line. J.D. McKissic is the deep back. He actually gets it on the very first carry. He hurdles the defender downfield. However, there is some laundry on the field. So despite the fact McKissic's going to go 74 yards for a quote-unquote touchdown, it'll probably be coming back. And it is going to be an illegal block in the back on Curtis Samuel, who is making his NFL debut this week, or season debut this week, and that's a costly penalty. So now it's 1st and 5. There's a handoff to Antonio Gibson, who gets close to the marker. Now 2nd and inches. Gibson is still the deep back. Another handoff to Gibson. He's stuffed at the line. Don't think he got the first down. So that's going to make it now 3rd and 1. Going into the shotgun now. Fitzpatrick hands it back off to Gibson for another carry, and he gets the first down this time, so that'll push us out to the 41-yard line. Fitzpatrick back underneath center. It's another handoff to, what do you know, Gibson. A big hole left side. Absolutely just discards the defender. Nice run by Gibson for a gain of 6. Now back to the shotgun, but it's still back to Gibson. Big hole left side. He's going to have another first down, breaks a tackle, and he's already up to 24 yards on 5 carries. Now into Tampa Bay territory. McKissic does check into the ball game. He does get it on the draw. He squeaks forward for a few yards. 2nd and 9 now. Gibson right back in the ball game. He is going to get the carry right side. Finds a little bit of space. He's going to be tackled down. But now it's 3rd and 6. Washington actually going to throw the ball finally. Fitzpatrick drops in the pocket. Floats it for Samuel. And he has his first catch of the season. It's a first down. Catch and run of 14. And Washington moves the sticks. Samuel's been hurt for most of the season, but he just came off of the IR, and he's ready to go for this one. Lavonte David comes off the field with an injury on the 2nd down run. Makes it now 3rd and 10. Trips to Fitzpatrick's left. He is going to be hit from behind. Shaq Barrett with the pressure. And this drive will come to a close with a field goal. So after about 5.5 minutes, here comes the GOAT, Tom Brady, in this Tampa Bay offense. See what he's got going on this year. 2,100 yards, 20 touchdowns to 12 interceptions. Pretty high on the INT total, but nonetheless, Tom Brady's been playing pretty solid football. 1st and 10 from zone 25, finds Rob Gronkowski downfield, and on the very first play, it's a catch and run. Stumbling is the defender. I don't know what that was, but Gronk's going to take it to the house. 75 yards, 1 play, 1 touchdown for Tampa Bay. They just got so many weapons on offense, it's just hard to keep track. Well, Washington's back with the football. Here it is, 1st and 10. They're going to keep it on the ground. Gibson gets carry number 10 already in this ballgame. Seems like Washington's game plan is just to chew up as much clock as possible. As here's 2nd and 5. It's another first down. It seems to be working. Clock is continuing to move, keeping Tom Brady and the offense on the sideline. And our offense has been churning away yards. Another first down carry for Gibson. Shakes another tackle. I don't know how he's still breaking tackles. Antoine Winfield Jr. will have to come off the play with an injury. 2nd and 5, 2 tight ends. It's another run to Gibson. He bounces it outside and let you know he has another first down. It takes the contact. 13 carries, 62 yards, and we're still in the first quarter. Washington dominating the time of possession early. Here's another handoff to Gibson. He redirects, picks up about 7. Brandon Scherf, however, is hurt on the play. So our star right guard comes out of the game, but 2nd and 3, we're going to run it actually that exact same side. Big hole, and Gibson picks up the first down. 73 yards rushing already on 15 carries. Making 16 carries. He gets through the line, tackled down by Golson, but it's a pickup of 2. Now at the 14, 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Back to Gibson. There is a flag down on this play, so I don't think this one will count. It'll indeed be illegal block in the back against the Washington football team. Curtis Samuel again with the illegal hands. Last week we were killed by penalties both on offense and defense. So hopefully we can kind of right that ship going after this nice run. There's no flags on this play. That's a gain of 11. 3rd and 2. McKissick gets the handoff. He runs right side, and he will cross the plane. Touchdown, Washington. I don't think Fitzpatrick took more than one pass on this drive. Just marched right down the field, take the lead, and that'll actually be the end of the first quarter. Tampa Bay only 7 offensive snaps. They're only down by 3 points. Here's snap number 8 to start the second quarter. They are in Washington territory, and Tom Brady is in the zone. It's a handoff to Ronald Jones. He's going to be met by Fuller. And Montez Sweat will now have to come off with an injury. 3rd and 3. Fournette is the deep back now. He gets the carry, and the former LSU Tiger will pick up 4 on his first carry of the game, and he will move the chains for Tampa. Go right back to the ground now. Ronald Jones with the big hole. He runs left side. Kirtle brings him down at the 26. That's a first down run for Tampa Bay. Their offense is moving down the field. 1st and 10, quick pass. There is the superstar wideout Mike Evans who gets the carry, or gets the grab. Gain of about 7 for him. Makes it 2nd and 3. Brady looking left side. Has Gronk. Does a nice job of boxing out the defender. That'll be 1st and 10 from the 10. However, there will be a 1st and 15 from the 15. False start on superstar left guard Ali Marpet. So now basically 1st and goal. It's going to be a carry to Leonard Fournette, who gets the stretch run. Picks up about 1. Now 3rd and 5 at the 6. Brady in the gun. Jones to his left. 3 wide receivers in the formation. Brady looks to Jones out of the backfield, and he gets it to about the 2. He is stuffed. And Tampa Bay on 4th and 1 will go for it. On the 2-yard line. Underneath center, it's a handoff to Fournette. And Fournette will not get there. Brought down by Chase Young. Tampa Bay gets nothing on this drive. And the Washington offense will hit the field. They come out immediately 3 tight ends. It's an immediate handoff to Gibson. Pickup of about 5, or pickup 3, up to 89 yards. Now on the 5, handoff to McKissick. He sheds a tackle, gets outside, picks up about 5 before being brought down by Jamel Dean. Now 3rd and 3, right back to the ground. They trust it. It's a first down pickup for Gibson, gain of about 5. He's only 5 yards away from 100 yards. Now on this first down play, we actually go empty, so it is a pass. Fitzpatrick bounces outside the pocket, keeps his eyes downfield, and floats it for McLaurin. Nice catch on the sideline. Terry gets his first grab of the day. 2nd and 8 now. It's going to be a handoff to Gibson. Nowhere to go this time. Nice run defense by William Golston, who brings him down again. Makes it 3rd and 9. Washington will not run for it here. Tampa brings 4. Fitzpatrick looks right side. Has Dahami Brown, and the rookie out of North Carolina will move the sticks. That's a 15-yard connection. Fitzpatrick only 6 pass attempts so far today, but he hasn't had to do much. Here's pass attempt number 7. Fitzpatrick fires, finds Logan Thomas for a first down into Tampa Bay territory at the 35-yard line. Still only about 5.5 left to go in the first half. Here's a handoff to Gibson. He's going to be stuffed after a gain of about 1. 3rd and 5 now. Fitzpatrick looking to throw for it. Looks right side. Has Gibson out of the backfield this time for a first down. Pushed out by Whitehead. But another first down, and that actually takes us to the 2-minute warning. Washington seems like they've been on offense about the whole game, and they currently have a 3-point lead. However, 3rd and 10, Fitzpatrick in the pocket, going to go down for a sack. Looks like it was William Golston, or Vita Vea, excuse me, who got to there. Injury on the play, but it's going to be 3 for Washington, so they now have a 6-point lead. So Tom Brady, those got about a minute 40 to go, so what can he do? He's got a lot of weapons. There's a connection to O.J. Howard. Now at the 40, Tom Brady drops back, fires left side, and they're going to say that's a catch. I don't know if I agree with it, but no review. 3rd and 4 now. Tom Brady looks left side, fires, has Evans in double coverage. He will get out to the 46 of Washington, his second grab of the day. Minutes to go in the first half. Tom Brady drops back to pass, looks right side, has Godwin, who will step out of bounds after a 5-yard catch. Now 2nd and 5, 55 seconds left to go in the half. Brady looks that exact same route. However, this time Jones cannot stay in bounds, so that makes it 3rd and 5. Brady once again dropping the pass, has Jones out of the backfield. He gets away, and he's going to get out to the 27-yard line. However, he does stay in bounds. Tampa Bay only 1 timeout left to go, 20 seconds, as Brady drops back to throw. He has a lot of time, only a 3-man rush from Washington. Eventually moves to his left, throws it right, and this is going to be a backwards play of about 11, making it 2nd and 21, 10 seconds left to go, and Brady's going to be sacked. So just like that, Tampa Bay out of field goal position. They're going to try a 66-yarder. Suck up, he's got a leg, but he is nowhere close. And now Washington has an attempt for a Hail Mary, so interesting call by Bruce Arias. And on 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick takes a launch to the end zone, and it is broken up. Dimey Brown had it for a second. And that's how the first half is going to end. Washington currently up by 6. Will this game plan continue to work, or will Tampa Bay find some more offense? We'll have to find out in the second half. So a very interesting game on our front, but let's take a look at what's going on around the NFL. Starting off, we will go to Dallas, where the Cowboys are hosting the Atlanta Falcons, and they are currently down 21-10 to Atlanta at halftime. Matt Ryan, 17 for 21. Mike Davis, 2 touchdowns on the ground. Dak Prescott, 6 for 9 for 74 yards, but Ezekiel Elliott does have a rushing score. Up to the Meadowlands, the Jets hosting the Buffalo Bills, and the Bills are up 14-3. After a very sluggish start, the Bills are one of the hottest teams in football. Josh Allen, 2 first-half touchdowns, 1-2 Sanders. And then lastly, we'll go to Tennessee, where the Titans play host to the New Orleans Saints. The Saints up 7-3 in a very low-scoring affair. Titans 8-1, Saints 6-2. Looks like a pretty good, solid defensive matchup down there. So going back to ours, though, Tampa Bay will start off with the ball in the second half as they start off on their own 25-yard line. They've been very minimal on offense just because they haven't had a lot of time on that side of the ball. But here's a 1st and 10 grab to Evans out to the 47, quick 22 yards downfield. And just like that, Tampa Bay off to a hot start on their drive. Play fake now to Jones. Brady in the pocket. Another 3-man rush. He has all day, and he finds his man, Godwin, in the second level. And in 2 plays, they're out to the 25 of Washington. Only a minute 20 has come off the clock as here's a handoff to Leonard Fournette, who bounces his way forward for a gain of 4. And John Bostic is now hurt for Washington. Washington's already missing linebackers Cole Holcomb and Yamin Davis, so another injury this time to Bostic could really hurt this Washington linebacker depth. On 14-yard line, quick carry to Fournette, his 5th of the day. He gains about 2, averaging 2 yards per carry. He gets handoff number 6 here, and this time he's going to be met by Hudson and company. Nice run defense from Washington, forces 3rd and long. 3rd and 7, they bring pressure. 5 coming for Washington. Brady checks it down. Should have been picked off by Chase Young. He's lucky he did not, but Tampa Bay does get 3, and they're now down only by 3. Gibson gets the handoff to start the second half for Washington. He's quickly brought down by Shaq Barrett. After a loss of 2, now 2nd and 12. Fitzpatrick goes to throw for it, but here's a free man. Nelson will bring down Fitzpatrick. Came in a hurry off that edge. And this is now a 3rd and 22. Fitzpatrick drops back again, fires downfield, has Brown for a gain of 15, but that'll be a 3 and out for Washington. So now Tampa Bay gaining some momentum here in the second half. Their second half's off to a phenomenal start. It's going to be a play fake to Fournette. Only 3 men in the pattern, but it's a deep ball, and it is caught by Chris Godwin. Godwin goes up and grabs it over Collins, and Tampa Bay with a huge play on 1st down gets them to the 24 of Washington. Now they go back to the ground game. Jones going to power forward for about 4. He's got 6 for 33. The better runner today between him and Fournette. 2nd and 6. He will stay in the ball game. Brady will throw for it. He looks left side. Has Gronk for a 1st down inside the 15. And now Tampa Bay is marching on the doorstep. Go back to the ground. Fournette has a huge hole up the middle. Finds the end zone untouched. Touchdown Buccaneers. They take the lead once more. It is now 17-13 Tampa Bay. So Washington has been off to a sluggish second half. Start with a play action to Thomas. Thomas breaks a tackle, and he's actually going to go the distance, 71 yards. Touchdown football team, and just like that, Washington has the lead once more. 20-17, Logan Thomas finds the end zone. So plenty of fireworks here in the early going, a lot different than the first half. As Tampa Bay now with the football. Here's a quick grab to Evans. 3rd and inches will turn into 3rd and 5. The whole left side moves for Tampa Bay. It looks like they forgot the snap count. So 3rd and 5, 5.5 left to go in the third quarter. Brady going to throw for it, trips to his right. He's looking that way. He's going to take another deep shot. And this one is actually broken up. Godwin did not make the grab, so it'll end up being a punt. 1st and 10 now for Washington. Here's a quick slant to Samuel. I haven't called his name today. There's Curtis Samuel, other than a couple of illegal blocking the backs. 2nd and 1, though, we go back to the ground game. Gibson, tackle from behind, did not get it. So Tampa Bay zeroing in on this ground attack, forcing Fitzpatrick to throw. 3rd and inches. Deep shot for the end zone for McLaurin in double coverage. Not a good idea. Washington will be forced to punt. As very interesting call to throw a deep pass on 3rd and inches. As here is a 28-yard punt by Tressway. And that'll be the end of the third quarter. Very explosive action in the third as Washington with a slim lead. But Tampa Bay has the football at midfield. 2nd and 4. Brady looks left side. Has a man wide open at the sideline. It's Mike Evans into Tampa Bay, or into Washington territory. Back to the ground to Fournette. He runs right up the middle. Gets about 2. Makes it 2nd and 7. Now he'll motion out of the backfield wide. So Brady in the pocket, though, will get called for a delay of game. Took his eye off the game clock. So that'll be a miscue for Tampa Bay. So instead of 2nd and 7, it was 2nd and 12. Now 3rd and 9. Washington showing double-A gap pressure. They back off. Brady looks right side. Has his man. He's not going to have the first down. So now at the 27, Tampa Bay will kick and tie us up at 20 apiece. 13 minutes left to go in this game. We're back to square one. Gibson only gets 1, so been very ineffective in the second half. Give it to him again on 2nd and 9. He gets about 4. So that makes it now 3rd and 5. Gonna have to throw for it. Fitzpatrick drops back. Looks. Has a man. And it is caught by Samuel. Samuel had to double back for it. A little bit behind him. But nice adjustment by the former Panther to pick up the first down. Now throwing 43. Fitzpatrick across the middle will find Ricky Seals-Jones for a first down. And into Tampa Bay territory to the 46. Draw play here on 1st and 10. Gibson's got some space, and he gets to about the marker on his 30th carry of the day. 2nd inches, they're actually going to throw for it here. Fitzpatrick fires for Gibson out of the backfield, and that's a very awkward-looking route. But nonetheless, another first down for Washington. Coming up on 9 minutes left to go in this ball game. Fitzpatrick drops back, throws right side, has Thomas at the sidelines. Nice 20-yard connection to the tight end, the former quarterback out of Virginia Tech. Now to the 13-yard line, run by Gibson, gets his legs taken out from underneath him, but after a pickup of 10, goal to go for Washington at the 3. Will they give it back to Gibson? No, they won't. They're actually going to throw for it here on 1st and goal. Fitzpatrick's flushed out right, and he finds his way into the end zone. He flies in there for a touchdown. Washington goes up by 7 as Fitzpatrick and company dance as they take a 7-point lead here in the late stages of this ball game. See it, Fitzpatrick flushed from behind, felt the pressure, and soars his way for a touchdown. Now, obviously, you can't cut out this Buccaneers offense. They still got 7:40 left to go. Brady's going to throw for it here on 1st and 10, but he's actually going to be sacked. Matthew Ioannidis gets to Brady, the pass rush, finally getting home on their 3rd sack of the day. Now 2nd and 23, 4 men in the pattern. Brady going to look across the middle, fires, has Antonio Brown who breaks the tackle and gets a first down before being clocked by Collins. But Brown picks up the sticks, and just like that, they convert. Now out to the 38-yard line. Quick 3-step drop by Brady. He's actually going to throw it backwards to Fournette. This is counted as a run, and he loses 1 yard on the run. 2nd and 10 now on play number 51. Quick pass across the middle. Fires. Finds his man. That's Scotty Miller with the grab. His first connection of the day. Second and 4 now. Brady actually going to throw for it again. Looks right side. Has Godwin. That's a first down as he gets it out to the 40. And Tampa Bay is driving with less than 5 to go. 4.5 left to go. It's a draw play on 1st and 10. Fournette is going to be brought down. Ron Payne not fooled. Makes it 2nd and 10. Brady's going to throw for it. Here comes 4. He has a man up the seam, and he connects for a touchdown. Scotty Miller blew right by the defender. That is Kendricks who he beat. And Tampa Bay ties it up at 27 with 3.5 to go. 1st and 10, busted play. Fitzpatrick is sacked easily by Golston. Now 2nd and 17. It's a big heavy blitz by Tampa Bay, and it gets home, sacked by Sean Murphy Bunting. 3rd and 24 now for Washington. With 2.5 to go, Fitzpatrick takes a drop back. He's going to take a deep shot for McLaurin, and it's caught. Or no, it's not caught. That's actually Samuel. Had it for a second. Nice recovery by Carlton Davis to force the incomplete pass. And coming up on the 2-minute warning, Tampa Bay is in a prime position to take the lead, and they do just that. Scotty Miller again. Back-to-back plays for Tampa Bay. Back-to-back touchdowns for Scotty Miller. 3 catches, over 100 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Not a bad stat line if you're a Scotty Miller fantasy owner, as he just beats his man one-on-one. And now it's 34-27 Tampa Bay. Last play before the 2-minute warning. Nice connection downfield to Samuel. But this place is getting rocking. Plenty of Buccaneers fans so far in this stadium. Fitzpatrick now 1st and 10 at his own 40. Has another man wide open. De'Ami Brown is going to be the connection. He will get it into Tampa Bay territory. Now 1.5 to go. They still got all 3 timeouts. Fitzpatrick will take it, drop back, fires up the seam, has Thomas. That's a dangerous pass, but he does catch it. Another first down. 1:05 left to go. Fitzpatrick, right side, has Thomas. This will stop the clock as he falls out of bounds. 2nd and 8. Fitzpatrick drops back in the pocket, steps up, moves out to his right, actually going to scramble, and he will be hit before getting out of bounds. Stopped at the 9. Clock continues to run. Now down to 20 seconds. Not wanting to give Tampa Bay any time. 1st and goal. Fitzpatrick fires right side. Has Thomas for a touchdown. Washington an extra point away from tying it. And they do. And that is how this quarter will end. We are going to overtime with the connection Fitzpatrick to Thomas. And we got extra football here as Tampa Bay does win the toss. Actually, Washington wins the toss, excuse me. They will start off with the football here in overtime. Overtime rules, touchdown ends it. However, if Washington scores a field goal, Tampa Bay has a chance to match or win. If Washington does not score in this possession, it becomes sudden death. 2nd and 1, misses his man across the middle. So now 3rd and 1. Washington brings in the heavy formation. They go back to the ground. Haven't called Gibson a lot since the second half, but he does move the sticks here. So it looks like Washington not wanting to give Tampa Bay any time here in overtime as they keep it on the ground. Gibson's 33rd carry of the day. 2nd and 5. Fitzpatrick now will throw for it. Steps up on the pocket. Finds McLaurin. Nice job by Fitzpatrick to keep his eyes downfield. And that's a first down out to about midfield. Now goes back to the ground game. Gibson, he is stuffed. Nice run defense off of the edge. 2nd and 9 into the pistol. It's another play fake to Gibson. Fitzpatrick has time in the pocket. Steps up. Fires it deep. And there's a man open. It's Brown at the 7. De'Ami Brown puts Washington goal to go from the 7. Remember, a touchdown ends it. 6 minutes to go. Fitzpatrick looking to throw. Looks right side, fires, has Thomas for a touchdown. Washington walks it off. Tampa Bay not even having a chance. And Washington wins this football game in a stunner. 40-34 football team as they come away victorious. That's win number 3 in a row for Washington. And they come away with a great game plan, in my opinion. Kind of got away from it in the second half, but they did a good job at least minimalizing Tom Brady. He ended up throwing for 520 yards. So, minimalized, not really. They did in the first half, but then Tom Brady exploded as our pass defense continues to be a struggle on this team. But overall, I thought we had a pretty solid game plan. I thought we did a very good job of keeping Tampa Bay's offense off the field. When they did find the field, they were very explosive. 2 deep touchdowns to Miller. First play touchdown to Gronk. Godwin had a deep ball up the right side, so they were still explosive. We just didn't give them as much opportunity to be explosive. Now, here is Week 10 around the NFL. Starting off on Thursday night, the Dolphins do beat the Ravens, so the AFC continues to be in flux. Nobody really standing out over there. Let's take a look at some of the scores. The Patriots dropped to the Browns 41-22, an absolute shellacking. Mayfield 332 yards passing, 4 touchdowns. Mac Jones had a good game, continuing to solidify himself as potentially Offensive Rookie of the Year. Second game we'll take a look at. The Raiders beat the Chiefs 34-27. Gus Bradley comes out on top. He would be my early candidate for Coach of the Year, especially with all he's had to go through in Las Vegas. Gus Bradley's done a very good job. Odell Beckham, 5 catches, 76 yards, a lot more productive in this outing. But they come up victorious against the Chiefs. And finally, we'll take a look at an NFC matchup. The 49ers beat the Rams 27-14. The Rams fall to 0-9. What a disappointing season it's been for LA. Trading for Stafford, hoping for playoffs and potentially beyond. And they just have not been able to get a win. And they don't even own their first round draft pick. Here is your players of the week. Brady got it for the Buccaneers. We saw Mayfield's stat line. Clark did have 4 sacks in that loss, and then Shaq Thompson had 2 interceptions for Carolina, despite coming out on the losing end. Speaking of Carolina, that's who we have next week as we take our 3-game winning streak into Bank of America Stadium to face the 1-9 Carolina Panthers. Carolina Panthers won their first game of the season against the Jets, and now they've lost 9 straight, so it has not been a good season for Carolina. The Sam Darnold experience does not seem like it's working. But this is still a team with a lot of solid playmakers, one of the youngest teams in the National Football League, so don't want to take them lightly. Yes, they do have Sam Darnold underneath center, who's just putting up pedestrian Sam Darnold numbers, but he does have a lot of playmakers, specifically in the backfield. You just got to worry about Christian McCaffrey. He will hurt you in the run game and the pass game, so he will be priority number 1 on defense, is shutting down him. But then at wideout, they have 2 solid wideouts. Robbie Anderson, Darnold's former teammate in New York. I bet he's glad that Darnold's back. And then DJ Moore, one of the best young superstar wide receivers in the league, come into his own, now rocking the number 2. So I have a hard time holding them on the outside. On defense, we got to stop Brian Burns, probably one of the best young pass rushers in the NFL. He will be a threat off the edge. And then don't forget about the reigning player of the week, Shaq Thompson. Just had 2 interceptions last week. He will be anchoring that middle of the field for Carolina. And we do get Cole Holcomb back for this one. Everybody else's injuries were okay, so we should be as healthy as we've been. Just remember, no Yamin Davis down the stretch. But we do pick up the win in this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.